Since their inception in 1960, the Paralympic Games have given elite disabled athletes a global venue to showcase their excellence and put people with disabilities front and center on our TV screens. In Britain, that diversity of talent is not limited to sport. Holly Williams has the story from London.
It's 10 p.m. on a Friday night in London. And they're taping one of the UK's most popular late-night TV shows. The Last Leg has been on air for over a decade.
It's Friday, we're live, and it's time for The Last Leg.
An award-winning cocktail of sharp-edged political analysis.
Look, it's been a tricky time for the man who put the dick in dictator, Russia's Vladimir Putin.
Hello.
And raucous comedy.
Do you know what? I've had enough of this.
I thought this one was unfair. Come on, man. The man's trying to work.
It's also groundbreaking because two of its presenters are disabled.
This is not a comedy show that's about disability.
No. It's a comedy show about the news of the week. The best way to describe it is three blokes with four legs talk about the news of the week.
Yeah.
Met him again in June. We reunited.
Alex Brooker was born with congenital limb abnormalities and had one leg amputated as a child. Adam Hills was born without a lower right leg. And their non-disabled friend, Josh Widdicombe, is the odd man out.
I don't see you as Adam What's-His-Face.
Thank you.
I see you as Adam Where's-His Leg.
The show is peppered with jokes about living with a disability.
Looking who's going to get to that disabled bog first. Excuse there, the brakes are off.
You laugh about disability, which can feel, really subversive and dangerous. Is that the whole point?
Well, to an able-bodied person it might, but Josh got really into it. He really, honestly, you should see him. He's always, oh, I'll tell you what.
When is it okay to laugh about disabilities?
It's okay to make jokes about disability once you've established where those jokes are coming from, I think.
And where are they coming from?
Coming from a place of respect.
Spend a few hours watching television in the UK and you'll notice something striking. Disabled people are highly visible. From children's television
but Kevin McCarthy has
to reporters covering the news.
Temperatures down a touch on where they were yesterday.
And the weather forecast.
9-10 degrees.
How many more Einsteins would there have been in this world? How many more fantastic astronauts, geniuses have we lost out on because we decide to pick from this narrow field who just look and sound the way we think they should do?
Nazdarovia.
Nazdarovia.
To that's your life.
Adi Adepitan led the way in this country, breaking down barriers for disabled people.
Oh dear. I'm on my way to visit an underground community, and
a survivor of childhood polio.
So I'm excited to meet these guys.
He spent 20 years as an intrepid TV presenter, a career that's taken him around the globe.
They're going to be running past some of the most expensive property in the world. How we doing? We sorted?
Adepitan told us in the beginning he had to fight his way on air.
The eternal city of Rome.
Battling TV executives to bring true diversity to the small screen.
How old Rome is?
Why didn't I think about this until I saw you on television? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with us?
It's because we're invisible. Most people, unless they have some connection to disability, never even think about it. They forget that, one, we're not one homogenous group. I do not speak for every disabled person out there, and two, we're not defined by our disabilities. Polio is just something that happened to me, unfortunately, but all the other things are what's important.
Adepitan was a groundbreaker for the presenters of The Last Leg. Alex Brooker told us speaking on television about his disabilities has made him feel more comfortable about himself than ever before.
It wasn't anything like Last Leg on telly here when I was a kid, and I'd have loved to have seen some of the conversations happen that we've had on the show, because when I was a kid, there was no one.
Adam Hills believes seeing and hearing from disabled people enriches all of us.
I think having a disability makes you look at the world differently. It gives you a different perspective on the world, and that's what makes a good comedian.
How does it give you a different perspective?
I don't know, maybe you don't take stuff for granted. You know, you don't just assume you're going to have all your arms and your legs. Every comedian has something wrong with them. That's why we do comedy.
Do you think of what you've done with this show as almost revolutionary?
I think there's still work to be done until I've paid my mortgage.
Ask a comedian a serious question, get a funny answer.
We're covering the news, I think.
For CBS Saturday Morning, Holly Williams, London.
It gives you a different perspective on the world.
I tell you, I was just in England and I saw the diversity there right in front of me and thought, we don't have that here.
Such a great piece.
Yeah,
Great
it really
piece.
was.